Hey, everybody, and welcome to Physics 1106 lab class. So this is the second in our series. Some of you have not taken a class with us before, but a lot of you just finished Physics 1105 in the last session. So I thought I'd give you a short video just to get you oriented. So everything runs through our Moodle page, and you can get to it by logging in with your Randolph College login to moodle.randolphcollege.edu. If you have any trouble with that, I'm sending this to your Randolph College email. So hopefully you know how to log into your Randolph College email. But if you have any trouble getting into Moodle, please call the IT help desk. That's at 434-947-8000 and then ask for the IT help desk. Anyway, here's what the page looks like. And as you can see, there's some general information. There'll be a link to this video here. And there's the calendar, which has all of the information that you need to successfully know when things are due. It's really small right here, it's hard to see, but let me see if I can open that up a little bit. Let's see, I don't know why it won't let me click on it. Hold on. Let me edit settings. There we go. Oh boy. So this is being really crazy. I don't know why it's not letting me show you all of this. Okay, well, we can probably look at it from here. I know it's very, very small, but if you notice, there's all kinds of due dates. There are pre-labs that are due before the lab. Anytime you see a green here, I know you can't read this, but it's a green that tells you it's a suggested day to do that lab. So it doesn't mean you have to do it on that day, right? There's no Zoom or anything like that you have to sit on. It's just a suggested day to get the lab done. Sort of try to help you keep on track. Anytime you see red, this is when you have to turn in that lab, okay? So we do have due dates for the labs, but we don't make you sit on Zoom to do your labs, etc. Okay, so let me go out of this and show you the rest of the course. All right, so first of all, there's ways to get a hold of me. You can text to my cell phone or call my cell phone. Texting is really a good way to get a hold of me because it's very quick. The other thing is, when you text, please tell me what class you're in and what your name is, because often I have several classes running, just three. And I really need to know like which class you're in and what you're asking about. Okay. And let me know what your name is too on the text. Okay, so just remember that if you try to text me at 11 p.m., I may not get back to you till the next morning. I mean, feel free to text whenever, but I may not see it till the morning and get back to you. There's also office hours, Zoom, but the best thing to do is to text me, especially if you want to come into the office hours. If you text me and I know that you're coming in, then that'd be a little bit more productive. Okay. There is a lab kit that is on its way to you. Some of you may have already gotten it. Please double check that you have everything that's in this contents list, because you may get to a lab 8 or something, and realize you don't have something, and then there's no time to get anything to you. So please double check that you have everything in the lab kits as soon as you can. Okay, and there's a formal lab rubric. There's going to be more information on that. That's like telling you what I'm looking for in your formal lab reports, because there are several different types of lab reports. One of them is just a quiz. So for instance, the first lab is called harmonic motion, and you don't need the lab kit for this. So it tells you whether you need the lab kit or not. And it tells you the report type. So an informal lab report is just a quiz on Moodle, okay? And there's a formal lab report, which you'll see in a second. So just be aware that when you look at the lab, it'll tell you what kind it is. Now, this first lab, not week, because there's several labs per week. This first lab, you have a lot of like assignments to do about Excel and statistics and significant figures. Those of you who took the previous class will have already done these, but you have to do them again. But those of you who haven't taken the previous class, this will be the first time. It's just a way to sort of get you up and running on statistics and things that you're going to be needing for the next labs that are coming. And then there's this particular lab. There's an introduction video to get you started. There's a detailed lab manual. There's a pre-lab that has a due date, right? July 8th. And there's all these quizzes that are also due on July 8th. So that's the first day of class. So that first day of class, which is tomorrow, you're going to be busy, okay? A bunch of hints, a link to the simulation you're going to be using. There's some extra data here that you may or may not need. And then the report quiz that serves as the report for this lab. Okay, let's scroll down and just take a look at one that is more formal. Okay, I'm going to look at number 3. This is optics. You don't need the lab kit for this either, but it's a formal written lab. Okay, so again, there's an introduction video and a manual, but there's also guidelines for your write-up and a requirements and guidelines quiz to make sure that you understand the guidelines before you start writing up your formal lab. Okay. And then there's a pre-activity for that lab, of course, and then the formal report is due on the July 18th. Okay, but you should know what to do in that lab from the other information that you're getting about a formal written report. And then the labs kind of switch back and forth between being formal or informal, right? Needing the lab kit or not needing the lab kit, etc. Okay, well, I hope that's enough to get you started in the lab. Please text with any questions, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Good luck with your start of your lab, and we'll talk soon.